Hello, y'all. I got my eye on you. I love this thing, y'all. And I'm so glad that Eddie was with me when I found it because I didn't have a clue what it was. But I was just standing up here going over the measurements of the recipe that I'm going to share with y'all today. And this is a magnifying glass, y'all. And how old did you say it would be, Eddie?
Well, I've been looking at it. I would say it's probably from the late 1800s.
Late 1800s. Well, look, I don't know if y'all can tell, but look at that. You know, rather than trying to find your glasses, this is the most wonderful little antique I have come up on in a long, long time. And it's brass. I've got to clean it, but it'll shine up real pretty, and it's great to just sit on your desk. Every time you have to read something real small, you just pick that up and it's right there, like real big. So I got to get back over here to the stove, y'all, because the recipe I'm sharing with y'all today is it's almost like shepherd's pie, but not quite. Instead of topping it with mashed potatoes, we're gonna top it with tater tots. I've got 1.5 pounds of ground beef. And a couple of cloves of garlic. And I'm just gonna brown this, and if it needs draining, I'll drain it. But if it doesn't have a lot of fat in it, I'll let it go, because that's what flavors everything. So there we go. We'll just let that cook for a few minutes. And the recipe says cook until crumbly. Well, I don't like, when I'm doing casseroles involving ground beef, I don't like mine crumbly. And if I don't watch Michael, he'll see if I'm in here doing this sort of thing, and he'll come in and he'll make sure it's just crumbs. But I like, in my casserole, to see like a piece of meat, you know? So we're not gonna crumble this. We're just gonna let it brown and see what we got. And up here is the bowl that we're gonna mix all this stuff in. And let me tell you what all's in it. All right, we got a can of cream of celery soup, a can of cream of mushroom, English peas, and white shoe peg corn. And then we've got a browning sauce, which is like a kitchen bouquet or something like that, you know, that you use to brown up a gravy. If you didn't get it dark enough, just add a little bit of that, and then it's dark. And then we've got the garlic salt, and we've got wait, let me get my magnifying glass on it. We've got the brown garlic salt, ground red pepper, paprika, regular salt, black pepper, poultry seasoning, 1/8 teaspoon of sage, and 1 32-ounce package frozen tater tots. So, this is a handy dandy little thing. I won't have to walk around those glasses on my nose all the time. And I forgot to tell you where I bought this. I bought it at an antique shop, and it's one of those almost like a flea market.
A group shop, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, there's people in there, you know, that have different booths. So that's great, because one person's style may be your style, where the next booth you walk into, you know, y'all may not have the same taste. But I bought this at Tapley's. And what is Tapley? What street is Tapley's on, Eddie?
It's on Waters and Montgomery Crossroads.
Okay, that's what I thought. Waters and Montgomery Crossroads. So, I love it. Let's go back here and check on our beef. You know what? And I really, really think I'm not going to drain it, because there's not a lot of fat in it. So let's come over here and empty out all of our ingredients over here. So when the ground beef is ready, we can just mix it all up. And it will be ready. So this is a cream of celery soup I'm putting in. And now I'm gonna put in the cream of mushroom. This is a great meal if you're short on time. You know, it's got your meat and your vegetables. So you can throw this together and have supper ready in no time. All right, so that's our salt.
Well, what temperature does it say? Because I have not set.
Okay. That's garlic salt. 350.
Perfect.
This is a lot of garlic salt, so I'm not gonna put quite that much. And then we've got a little red pepper, a little paprika, a little black pepper, a little sage. Well, I think this one's the sage, and poultry seasoning. So you can see that's gonna have some nice flavors going in it. And I'm gonna put just a little bit. I'm not gonna use as much as the recipe called for. I wanna add it slow. So yeah, when we add our ground beef, it's gonna look like brown gravy. Okay, now I'm gonna give this a taste and see if I need to add the rest of that garlic salt. You know, I don't know, that tastes pretty salty to me, Eddie.
I can smell it. It smells very good.
It does smell good and it tasted good. Wait, let me make sure these are drained good. Yes. Those were. I'm gonna check and make sure. Okay. I love white choux peg corn. All right, so there's our starch. There's our veggie. And let's come over here and take another look at this. What do you think, Eddie? You think we need to drain that?
It doesn't
Doesn't look like a lot, does it?
I have some for flavor.
You got to, Teresa. You gotta. Okay, I think I just lost an onion to the flour. I'm gonna switch to the bigger one now. You know, I have found that over the years that I've been cooking, that kids love any type of ground beef casserole or sloppy joe. They really do just like ground beef in general. Okay. That ain't bad. That ain't bad. Not bad at all. All right, I've got a 13. Did I turn that off? Yes. I got a 13 by 9 pan right here. And I'm gonna spray it. And then we're gonna put this.
Yeah.
Dishes are getting so much heavier either. I'm getting so much weaker, y'all. Okay. And you know me, I'll break an arm to get all of it out. Okay. Yeah, this is kind of like very much like a shepherd's pie. If your family loves shepherd's pie. And the shepherd's pie that I make is one of my family's favorites. All right, now all I got to do is find the tater tots, and we'll
freezer. Sorry.
and we'll be ready for business. Is this them?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, this is a.
32 ounce.
Oh gosh, so they say we're gonna need every one of these.
That's what it says.
It's gonna have a thick crust, isn't it? Okay, so this is 32 ounces. So I'm just gonna go ahead. That tater tried to get away from me. I don't know a tater that ever got away from me. Do you, Teresa?
No.
Y'all know how I feel about my taters. I'd have chased him all over this kitchen to get him back in. Well, that did real good, the 32 ounces. It's been a long time since I've made this, so bear with me. All right, so we have preheated the oven to 350 degrees, and we're gonna put this in, and we're gonna let it cook for 45 minutes to an hour until it's nice and hot and bubbly, and our hash browns are nice light brown and totally hot in the center. No butt shots, Eddie. This is going in the oven now. Nobody wants to see my butt shots. Well, our tater tot ground beef casserole, a lot like shepherd's pie, is ready and out of the oven, and it smells incredible. And you can see what that browning sauce has done to it. In fact, Eddie just made the comment. He said, it smells like a roast. Whoa. Now we wound up, look at the steam coming off that puppy. We baked it for, how long, Teresa?
45 minutes.
45 minutes. And it said up to an hour. So I feel like that this is ready for us after just 45 minutes. So it's so hot though. I'm not gonna be able to do it justice. You see the steam coming off this plate,
Yes,
Eddie?
yes.
I've had an ulcer in the roof of my mouth now for almost a week, y'all. And, you know, every time you swallow, your tongue goes to the roof of your mouth and rubs that ulcer. And then when you put something boiling hot against it. So, I ain't afraid to say I'm scared.
Blow, blow, blow.
Yeah. Love the shoe bag corn. This is such a great little dish for a busy, busy school night. You might want to leave out anything that you might think it'd be too hot for your children. But you can't remember what everything did
There really isn't a
call for
lot
red
of
pepper.
season. A little tiny bit.
Yeah, I would probably leave that off if you're gonna be feeding children.
Well, for this, add whatever vegetables you like.
Oh,
Not to be
gosh.
peas and corn.
Recipe is just a starting point, Eddie.
I mean, it's got everything.
Mm-hmm. Got your starch, your veggie, your protein. And right now, it's got my lips.
It smells like Sunday dinner.
Mm-hmm.
It smells like.
It's got my lips, which makes it even better.
Eddie and I's mouth is watering as well.
Well, cut off that phone and let's start eating. Y'all, come on.
Tell 'em goodbye.
Excuse us, we're fixing to eat lunch. Love y'all, bye. Hey y'all, it's Paula Deen. Now, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like it and click the subscribe button as well as the notification bell to be alerted when I post a video. Love and best dishes, y'all.